I'm the founder of Rezon Motorcycles. Okay, wait, I'll go get a bike. So we're going to interview now. And then we have the first product here, Bohemia. The market now is growing. BMW, like Ducati, Zero motorcycles purchase most of the parts from China.
This is the Fuxinghao, the most fastest train at the moment in China that's operating. Actually in the world, I think. It's the fastest train in the world. In China, it's really convenient to take a high-speed train. It's super quiet, super fast, and really comfortable. So you just come 5 minutes before the departure. The person will show you how to get there, how to get to your train.
It feels here like in the first class of the airplane. You have full privacy here, no one can affect on you, you can sleep here, so it's very convenient.
Fun experience, 10 minutes, and I paid like 50 I think. Today actually I would like to share a story from my old friend that we've been working together 2 years ago. 2 years ago he started his own business and new startup. The bike actually I'm riding right now. It's one of the coolest bike being manufactured here and created in China.
Hi, my name is Renchen and I'm the founder of Rezon Motorcycles.
So how many supply chains you do have?
At the moment we have around 360, also like raw materials and then the finished products as well. So,
You did the first bike here?
yeah, very first one. Okay, wait, I'll go get a bike. Oh, it's too hot inside.
Nice. You can smell the tire, no?
Yeah, if you burn on this, it's gonna be. So, this is the standard version we have right now. It's a Bohemia. We have top speed of 150 kilometers, range of 260 kilometers around, depending on your speed. And then with the ABS, TCS.
Found out you have a Michelin tire,
Yes.
which is rare in the bike, electrical bike.
Yes. Well, we're trying to do the most premium one. So right now, tires, even brake system, we're using Nissan brake system. And then suspensions are the top notch in China right now. So we're trying to use the best quality for this vehicle now.
The beam light, right?
Yes.
I found out that everything is being branded.
Yes, that's right. So all this bike is like designed by ourselves. So there are so many like parts that just customized for this vehicle only. So there's so many modes that we have done for this vehicle as well.
Because I think it's not difficult, not the easy part.
Yes,
right?
yes, that's right. So you see like you have the design part. After designing, you probably like 3D printed out all the parts to test it. And then you do like, what you call it, maybe remodify the parts. And then the last part is, which is making the mold, which, like most expensive part.
And everything is being adapted for the European market, right?
Yes. This is mainly selling in Europe. And then we have this type, type 2 and CCS2 charging port. So which support AC and DC charging station, both. So that's a good part of it.
I see how you pay attention for the details.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is not everyone is doing.
Well, at the beginning of it, we've been saying we wanted to find a direction for this company, for our product as well. Yeah. So we've been saying like we don't want to be like you know, like a Ducati or Harley Davidson, that fancy brand, right? But we want it to be a very reliable product. So we're going to focus on something like a Honda do. So all the details that we work on, we try to make the best. There are like so many parts that you don't see under the cover, but even inside, the screws, the painting of the frame, all these things, we pay a lot of attention into it and try to develop a better version of everything. So, yeah. So, you want to take the green bike? All right, we're coming. We're not coming yet. We're going to interview now. Let's go. We burned the tire. Even like we went for show in that Beijing Nest, what do you call it, the park, and then we started burning tires over there. Yeah, and then we draw a lot of attention.
Hello, wrenching.
Long time.
Long time.
Yeah.
So here we are today.
Yep.
My old friend, colleague, whoever you can call brother. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
And so tell me, how it's going?
Well, everything is going quite smooth now. This is already the second brand I've been working on. So finally decided to make something our own instead of making like already published products. So we're developing everything from the new, from scratch, powertrain, the vehicle design, everything from scratch now. And then we have the first product here, Bohemia. Yeah.
This is the amazing product. I just have been tested to drive it, and really cool.
Thank you.
So I found out that you really invest a lot in R&D.
Yeah. That was the like main focus for us now. We've been developing for like 2 years, more than 2 years actually, now almost 3 years for the powertrain part now. And then the whole vehicle design, we hired Italian designer who is a professor for like doing designing, so to do the entire vehicle design, which why it looks like so much aggressive and European style now. So yeah.
What is the model was inspiring you on Bohemia?
Well, there are some, okay, here's the thing, you know, like when we started working on this vehicle, we've been talking about, you know, like generating the ideas, right? Like what actually needs to be produced in the market. And then we've been thinking about, you know, like cruisers, we've been thinking about ADV and all these, but it's just like one particular group. But street bike is like accepted by everyone. And then also for like daily commute is like very convenient. The sitting position is very comfortable. So we've been thinking like, okay, we do something, you know, for not long range, but middle range that you can use for daily ride from A to B. So that's how we've been working on this like version. For now, the Bohemia hits 150 kilometer top speed, and then we have 260 kilometers of range.
Wow.
Around 15.7 kilowatt battery pack, and we also have a 6.6 kilowatt hour charger, which is like capable of doing AC and DC both. So you can charge at type 2 charging station, and then also you can charge with the car like CCS 2 charging station directly. So yeah.
260, it's a huge range actually. I think it's
Yes,
one of the
yes.
biggest in the
Well,
section.
there are many like a compatible, like, you know, like competitors. It's around that range as well. But with our 6.6 kilowatt charger, it makes very convenient for, you know, like our consumers. So, you know, like you can go to any charging station, top up even from 0 to 100% in 2 hours. You can just fully charge the bike and you can go for the next ride.
How do you see the market itself?
Well, the market now is growing. Day to day, you know, like it's bigger and getting bigger and bigger. There are bigger players also coming into the market now, such as Suzuki, Kawasaki, Honda, Harley Davidson, of course. And then recently also Ducati released some like electric vehicles as well. So they are all just working on this. This is the direction for sure. So it's more of like, like who actually make the most compatible product actually. Yeah.
Will take
so.
Market share.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So you're in this field. It's already been like 10 years almost, right?
Yes, it's almost 10 years now.
2015 was doing the York things.
Yes. Ever since then now. I just Evoke, after that Orlando, and then now my own brand Rezon. This vehicle, like we've been, the idea behind it is like we wanted to make some European made, right? So to do that, we noticed like with the parts and everything, the price, it's absolutely not compatible with the Chinese product parts. So there are so many parts that even BMW, like Ducati, Zero motorcycles, they purchase almost like most of the parts from China. So we've been trying to like, touring with this idea of making parts in China, but we do like actually like assemble and then the check in Europe, so European standard. So that's the idea we came from. And then we started making mold and everything for this vehicle in China, importing, and then we do the like fully assemble in Czech Republic. So to memorize that, it's like the first vehicle I actually have done like this in Europe now. So to memorize that, so we named this Bohemia as like the part of Czech Republic. Yeah.
Nice. So you're utilizing the Czech Republic as a European gateway for your company to do a business there, right?
Yes, absolutely. So right now we are operating a team over there. So we have the full after-sales service available for entire European region. So anywhere that has some problem from European side, all covered by the Czech Republic company. So yeah.
I really surprised how you do think first of all about after sales instead of the product.
Well, that's something that we've been facing, as well,
Yeah.
like, for many years. So making a product is very easy. Okay, it's like not the hardest part, but to maintain this business or like maintain the business model, that's the hardest part. So after selling product, there's definitely going to be a problem for the vehicle. But that time, the customers are not expecting some perfect product either. They wanted to have immediate reaction from our team to do the service or to have some feedback for his problems, right? So that's why when we started building these things, we've been talking about how we want to actually operate in Europe. So to the best way of doing it, it's like we do a percentage of like assembling in Europe, and we have enough of parts to do all the our after sales service from there. So that's kind of like the business model started.
How difficult is it to manage the team from the China?
Well, that's okay. That was actually a very interesting question. So the cooperation between these two team was at the beginning was very struggling, because there's always the culture, there's always the what you call it, the way of working difference, right? Like so many ways. So that was the most hard thing for us to manage around. But luckily, all of our team from European side, they had the chance of living in China, and then also on our team we also sent people to Europe to actually learn the things as well, their culture and everything. So that way we kind of balance around. So now the team is under very nice structure. So yeah, that's a good part.
So multinational team is one of the difficult, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think you can benefit as soon as you can manage it right.
That's right. Yeah.
So it's totally different if there will be a Chinese team from China and managing the overseas market.
That's right. Yeah.
So in 2 years, I truly believe you had so many challenges.
Oh, absolutely. The last 2 years has been very struggling. There are most of the reason is first of all, it's a brand new product, brand new brand as well. So therefore, there are many challenges. But overall, we've been actually just overcome all the problems one by one. So as I mentioned before, like the vehicle, we've been trying to improve the parts. Now we are from small supplier, because the reason why I say small supplier, because with the small quantity, the big suppliers are not much of interested in it. And then with the bigger quantity, of course, there's a finance, like pressures and all these things. So now we've been changing a lot of like small suppliers to bigger ones. They're more like a stable, they deliver on time. And then they also like come with a better QC check and everything. So that's kind of the direction we're going now. So yeah.
How many suppliers do you have?
For now, we have around 360 suppliers.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And I think more difficult part is managing.
Yes, absolutely.
The easiest part is always to make a cheap product.
Yeah.
Right? You
Yes.
can just get the cheapest supply chain. You can just getting the cheap price all the time. But to make a good product with the good quality and valuable
Absolutely.
things.
Yeah. You see, like we say we want to make a consumable product, right? Like we don't want to make it a really fancy brand or anything like this. So to do that, the price of course needs to be like reasonable. But the thing is, at the same time, you want it to improve the quality very high. So you see like the quality and the price, it's always like, like at the same time it goes up. Design many parts as possible. The reason why we do this, there's like, as you can see, there are many public mode, they call it. So everyone kind of can sell it. Everyone kind of have the same model. And then when that comes, the only competition is about the price. So to do that, they always compromise on the quality. So such as the plastic, it's like, from good mold, you can make it like a 3 to 4 millimeters thick. And then to reduce the price, they rather just use like 2 millimeter thick plastic, but it look exactly the same. You understand me? Like this kind of compromise. So to prevent that, or like to avoid that kind of competition, we try to make as many mold as possible, so we can do very good quality control on the parts. So therefore, that's why like we have so many mold open on this vehicle now. I used to ride. I've been riding ever since I'm like 14. So there are many like serious, like accident that.
How many times you almost died?
Exactly. So many times. So therefore, I noticed like tires and then the brake system absolutely need to be super reliable. So that's something I've been also like focusing on the vehicle as well. So at the moment we have also like this ABS system. We're trying to make it curve ABS. So in the future, when you lay down in the like curves, so the back of the bike won't slip around. So that's something we're focusing on as well. So nice. It's going to be like a sport bike.
So as an entrepreneur, a Chinese entrepreneur, what could be a suggestion or recommendation for other businessmen who want to do overseas business? As you already have, to be honest, a successful story that you've been manufacturing or assembly line, you have assembly line in Czech Republic. So I see this as already a huge success, because I know so many manufacturers that's being manufactured in China. They have huge factories, they have huge sales, but they still didn't utilize this kind of policies on overseas.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what could be your suggestion or recommendation for other businessmen who want to do a business with overseas market?
Well, I won't say suggestions, because there are far too more to learn for me as well so far. But what I would actually like say that what we have been through is more like, if you really wanted to make a product or you really wanted to make a brand, then there is not a shortcut. So you just have to believe yourself and just continue. No matter how hard it is, it's gonna be like betrayed somehow. It's gonna be judged by someone all the time. But you just have to keep going. So that would be my thoughts on actually doing something overseas.
Keep going is the most difficult part.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Everyone can give up.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
Not everyone can keep it up.
Yes, that's right.
I really think you made a great company and you make a great product. And
Thank you.
I'm so happy, I'm so proud.
Thank you.
That you made it. And I remember last time I came to you, we see each other, it was like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It's
been 5 years.
That bike was quite good, but cannot compare to Bohemia, of course. and this is the next level.
Yes.
And you keep it for so many years, and I hope you will keep it more, and we'll see more your bikes all around the world, even in China. I really hope you can develop this business also in China.
Yeah. That's down the way, so
Down the way,
it's
yeah.
gonna be, yeah.
Anyways, thank you for your interview. Thank you for having me here.